EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Ready. 59, Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Hoyer. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Von Miller able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Throwing on second and long. Hoyer. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. It was third down defensively. They were just hoping to make. A play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 28-yard line.
Set. Wide, 80. Check. Goal 50. Come on. Hey, goal 66.
On second down and 4. Brady. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Hey, goal 66. Goal 50.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here we go. 60 out low.
3 bud. Kill.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On second down, here's Murray. That one complete to Hill. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Murray now to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Wait, 20!
Watch the run.
Shoot! No, 66! Sugar!
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Murray escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good decision in the end. The pull it and run gets him 9 yards and a first. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
That's good for Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Patriots nothing.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This is Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 14. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Here's Breida. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Here's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So no surprise if Vinatieri able to convert there. He is, of course, the owner of the NFL record for most postseason field goals.
Hard to believe he was undrafted coming out of college. And now here he is into his 40s, and he's still one of the best kickers around.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A big play there for New England. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Wait, that 380.
Check, Pnod. I'm scared.
On 2nd and 15 now. Brady, that's complete to White. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Brady. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This will be, 38 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. but we probably should go to the postgame.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, a run with Breida. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. They run with Breida, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jackson to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Brady now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Patriots.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Operating from the gun, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andy Isabella, 82 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 30 on second down. Murray, open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll toss it to Breida. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Murray from midfield. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now it's Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Well, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Hey, check, 53!
Check, 59. Here we go, D. Check, 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 check.
On second and 9, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. He's got daylight. The 40. The 20. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Matt Breida, 88 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of where you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now?
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Odell Beckham, 75 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play fake. Murray. This is the tight end fan. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The Patriots 34-yard line.
Coming to you, coming to you.
On play action, it's Murray. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hey, check.
Right there, 54. 54 Mike. Here we go, D, get off the field. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got his tight end fan. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Shift, watch the shift.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Murray off play action. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They run for it with Breida, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So give him the first down, first and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Nicole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Breida, he'll try the right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Alabama.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Brady now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down.
Check 24, check 24.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Wait, that round 80. Hey, Alabama.
Brady now on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Murray going to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Let's get it. Here we go. 50 sack. Not a good. 54. Yeah. You don't want none.
Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5. Up to the 25-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
12 yards on the return that time.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing now is Brady. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. So if you go all the way back to 1960.
Murray fighting, lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. The big fella. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. So here's the... That'll be taken in the end zone. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Back to throw it, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They find some open field here. He's at the 30, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Brady, and they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First down, New England.
Alpha.
Brady now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Wait, that. Alabama. 380. Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Sugar.
Throwing again. Brady. And now here's another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
if that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That sets a brand new NFL record.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.